We the Fans is the #1 sponsor in battle rap. My name is Frank White, and I probably contributed to some of your favorite battles. I mean, in the last 4 years, I donated $222,000 to battle rap for the culture. Check out We the Fans Global on Instagram for the full catalog of battles I sponsor. And follow We the Fans Global on YouTube to watch full battle breakdowns from a sponsor's perspective and a recommendation for what battles should be booked next. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and keep stepping into your greatness. We the Fans is for the culture.
We are here with the legend Quest Mcody, the Midwest Giant. How you feeling today, legend?
Man, I'm blessed to be here, man.
I mean, you've been in this game almost 2 decades. I remember 07, the 2-on-2s with Marv. It goes back even before that, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
More than 2 decades.
So, wow. So you got hella insights on the game. I remember my personal favorite battle of yours is you and Daylight. Incredible battle. You know what I'm saying? You've had a stellar career. You put on for your region. I mean, your legacy is cemented. It's solidified. But we're not here to talk battle rap today. We're here to talk battle rap business. So you're gonna put us on with some information. What we talking about today?
I just thought we was gonna have just a conversation about it. And
okay, let's do it.
Like, you know, I saw y'all were talking about royalties. So you gotta, I saw a clip, so you gotta give me the whole context. You and Tez were on here, and I saw the clip headline. It was like, could Surf be the first battle rapper to get royalties off of battle rap, right?
So the essential the components of the conversation were basically to contextualize it for you. It was, imagine battlers being able to have royalties that pay them every year from their content. We were talking like you do a battle with URL and basically you get paid in perpetuity. So you would be paid from, if they sold the catalog, you get a piece of that because your content was sold with it. If it was on all these social media platforms, anywhere your battle played, you would get a piece of that, of whatever money was generated from your content, essentially. And he was talking about, instead of Surf taking a large amount of money, that Surf could instead take a percentage of any monetized opportunities that come from the content. What were your thoughts on that?
I don't think that would make him the first to do it, but I think that that's something that you could just put in a contract. Like, it's not like as much rocket science as people make it. Every single contract you get is say on the contract that they can do whatever with the audio and the video that you have. So like if you take that audio and put it, let's say, on your album, like I won't say what battle rapper, but a battle rapper took a clip of his battle and put it on his album, and it got flagged. So he had to take it down and he had to re-record because he didn't own that. Right?
Wow.
There are so many things. You just put it in your contract. But you got to think about how much shit is, like, what that would mean. That would mean, like, if you have to pay me per whatever, that also means I can audit your business. And now I get to see how much money y'all making. So, like, I mean, if we're going into business in that regard, it's different. But, like, battlers, I mean, John owns a lot of footage and receives a royalty on battles. Like you said, your favorite battle of mine, me and Daylight, right? I own that battle. So like I own that battle. I own Clips and Marv's battle. I own me and Mav's battle. I own those battles. Those are my battles. So I mean, I think battlers could get whatever they could want to put in their contract, especially if you got leverage like that. I wouldn't be like the person, like a Hitman Holler, let's say a Hitman Holler. We've heard them talk about battlers being able to receive residuals from like pay-per-view and stuff like that, right? So those are royalties. Now, if you're talking about owning the stuff, people act like I ain't been yelling this at the top of the fucking.
Well, tell us about it. You've been preaching for this ownership for a minute.
It's not a new idea. It's just you got to do it. You don't necessarily got to take less money, but it's shit I get in trouble for, and then I stop. Ain't nobody gonna book me because I'm saying this shit. So, bruh, it's very fucking simple. Like, I don't know why people make it like it's rocket science, bruh. You put it in your contract what you want. I say this a million times that battlers put their stuff on these platforms. I am included. I'm a battler. We put our stuff on these platforms, and it's a shame that my children won't be able to. So, put it in your contract. It ain't that difficult. Like, you just gotta have a conversation, but you gotta have the leverage to have a conversation.
Now,
So
wait, so explain it to people. I want everyone to be able to understand it. You know what I'm saying? I want someone who's not business savvy to understand what you're saying.
I got
What,
you.
how does one gain leverage to even negotiate something like that?
When you think of battle rap, if battle rap had a logo, who would that be?
Tay-Rock.
Okay. Do you think that Tay-Rock would be able to go up to whoever the powers that be are, right, and say, yo, I want to earn a residual on my battle, or you can't put it up?
I would like to believe so.
You believe that, right?
I believe so.
So what are we talking about?
Well, I mean, it sounds simpler than it is because, like, let's use Tay-Rock as an example. He battles in a lot of places, right? So
Yeah.
are you saying that even the smaller leagues he can do that with, or is it major leagues?
I mean, good luck on catching up with a smaller league, right?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
that's like doing a show in the hood and worrying about the ticket sales at the door.
Okay.
Like, get your money and get up out of there. All right, so if I'm if I'm a let's say whatever battle rapper. I don't like using their names because they'll think I'm over here talking about them.
Of course.
So let's say you're said battle rapper.
Mhm.
Let's say you're at a Hitman Holla level, a Murder Mook level, Tech level, a Super level,
Mhm.
and you say you want to own a piece of your battle.
Mhm.
You just ask. You put it in your contract. That doesn't mean you got to get less money.
Okay.
And like, you can still register your work with ASCAP, BMI, like whatever whatever publishing you're on, you can still register your work. Like,
Okay.
it's a lot of battle rappers. They got whole battles on iTunes, and then you go search the publishing, and it's not there. It's on an album. It's a cappella, but it's on an album, and you can register it under the name of your battle. But people have done this. It's not new. I was the first one to do it, but Bill Collector then did it. Vixen, not Vixen the Assassin, but
Queen Vixen.
she's done it. She showed like paperwork. Like, I taught the Excel. I had him put me and his battle on there. Like, it ain't like you getting a shitload of money, but like, man, we got battle rappers where they done clipped the battle rapper rapping and put it on a platinum selling album.
Damn.
Right? Didn't they have, who is it, Yana? And I can't remember who sampled his voice, but they sampled, the same clip that go. But like, somebody get paid. Like, when you see, like, you've been seeing battles on Facebook more, right?
Yep.
They make money off of Facebook, right?
Wow.
When you post something, right? So if you work it into your contract, you could get a piece of that.
Now, work it into your contract. How much are we talking about? What's the percentage that somebody could? Let's just create a battler, right? Brand new battler. Let's say his name is Murder Death Kill. Murder Death Kill go in there. He gets an opportunity to battle, but he wants a piece of his battle. How much percentage wise is he asking for?
Is he new?
Brand new.
Like, what's a brand new artist on a record label that nobody was asking for going to be able to demand at Def Jam?
Okay, so let's say he's 5 years in, been through the crucible process. He's got some fan base of some kind. Now what?
What does he want?
He wants to own a piece of his battle.
What is he willing to he's got to ask.
What does he ask? What's the percentage? Does he say 50%, 10%, 1%?
I mean, it depends. It's a negotiation. Like, I would want half of, like, I wouldn't want, like, I'm not, like, I don't know. I don't know. You ask for what you ask for. Like if like you wouldn't ask for 10%, but like, yo, if you're talking about like if I'm just looking at this like it's a like my battle is a collaboration with another person where there's two people writing my battle.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm doing a publishing split, like if we're looking at it like publishing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 25% to me and the other person is writing it. And then if you want to call it the battle league, the producer,
The publisher, so the producer, they get the other half
they
basically.
will own 50%.
Okay,
Because
and is that realistic? That's something you're saying that's something you can legitimately ask for and
I
find
mean,
some.
if you looked at it like publishing, which are royalties, yeah. But then you got like in music is different because you know you don't know if you catalog it or categorize it as music, but shit is on iTunes. So like if I think the fair thing to do, right, would be, and I think this is at all levels, but I think the fair thing to do would be the Battle League owns 50%, and you know the writers on the other 50%. They split that 25-25. Now, you know, we're also talking about like, yo, they're not making like, you know, you got to recoup first. But if you recoup, like a lot of times leagues talk about how like, you know, they lose money sometimes and you know, battles might not make the money they want, but the money the battles make don't stop. Like you just saw a Loaded Lux video or a Pat Stay video or a Calico video on some battle leagues reel, right? So if I'm putting these on these platforms and they're making money, like these platforms are monetized. So when I make clips or edits, like I'm doubling up, and I'm not saying like you making $1 billion, right? Like some people like, you know, so you know, that's a lot. But right now it's just like, yo, you trade all that in, you trade the right to participate in that part of it for the money you get.
But why? Why is it like that? Why is that the structure? You've run an event before. Have there been battlers that have approached you and said, "Hey, I want a piece of this content in perpetuity"?
Nah,
I believe when you battled Daylight, that was your event. No, you ran that.
but around COVID time,
Mhm.
when everybody was doing those, what are they? It was like the crypto pictures and graphics, and what were they called?
Oh, the AI graphics you're talking about?
Man, it was like stock you could buy.
Oh,
It's just
I know what you're talking about. NFTs.
NFTs, bang.
Mhm.
Um, we had talked about making our battle an NFT. Well, I had talked about making it an NFT, and I hit him up and was like, "Yo, you know, we'll split the, you know, that's just, you know, I'm the company, so I get what I get, but then I split the writers with you. We wrote it, so you know, that's just me, but we ain't do it. So, but if I ever took any of the footage that I own and like figured out something, you know, else to do with it or what have you, I'd include the artist. You know, it definitely, why not? But I don't have to, and you don't have to. Like, um, so it's difficult, man. Like you gotta you gotta ask for it if you want it.
But will the big leagues be open to it? Because the way the structure is right now, it seems to me that it's very much a contractor structure
Well, it's
where you
always
show up, do your service, get paid, and keep it pushing. But
yeah.
at some point or another, the deposits are going to stop. So the battlers got to set it up to where when they get older, there's residual income from and passive income just from all the content that they put out. But it doesn't seem to me like battle rap can sustain that kind of pay structure.
Well, one of the problems is you shouldn't get deposits in battle rap.
Oh, let's get crazy. Please explain.
You should get advances that are recoupable. And once I
How,
recoup,
how would
one,
that look?
so let's say I get paid. Let's say I get paid $5,000 for a battle, and they give me a $2,500 deposit, right? Instead of giving me a $2,500 deposit, you give me a $2,500 advance. And at the end of the battle, you give me my $5,000 advance, which is recoupable. And once you recoup what you spent from production costs, my portion of the production costs, My portion of whatever you spent on this event. Don't matter who recoup it, long as it's recouped. So let's say Surf recoup it all. And I'm just the undercard making 5 bands, 10 bands, right? This event has been recouped. You have recouped for this album. Have you recouped the money you paid me? Once you recoup the money you paid me, now we share royalties in whatever way we negotiate.
Wait a minute. So let's say, because I've thrown an event before. So let's say I have a budget of $50,000 and I hire Murder, Death, Kill to rap. And he basically wants $5,000 to rap, right? So I pay him 2,500 out of that $5,000 that he's asking for, his fee, booking fee. I pay him 2,500 at the start of the event. He gets another 2,500 at the end. And then after he's been paid his fee, he also has a percentage negotiated to take a piece of whatever I get after I've recouped my expenses. So once I've cleared the $45,000, whatever comes above the $45,000, he gets a piece of whatever he negotiated.
Yep. Not of the whole event, but of his portion of that event. So
how would you calculate what he generated? The amount of people he brought with him?
You booked them for the event. The event is the event. So the money that the event bring in, whether it's pay-per-view, whether it's door money, whether it's whatever, the event is the event, right?
So the event is the album, essentially.
Yeah, the event is the event. But once these singles start coming out from this album, you're making money. This is still one investment. You invested $50,000. Now, if my album, you feel like my album flopped and you don't want to put out another album, that's on you. But you made a $50 investment. A $50,000 investment. You didn't make a $5,000 investment. You made a $50,000 investment, right? So once you recoup whatever it is, whatever the dollar amount, once you recoup it, let's say the reels go out and the Facebooks go out, or you sell it to MTV.
Or the TikToks, okay. Or Netflix. Let's say I sell it to Netflix and they buy the content.
Think about this, and this is no shade, it's just my observation, right? If you think about how much money people have made off of Solo reels that aren't named Solo, that goes for everybody that shares them and can monetize them. That goes from the league that booked them. That goes to the battlers that battled against them and him.
Insane.
Solo monetizes off of his reels. He gets his money off them bitches. He makes it useful for him. So just imagine, you see how this is playing in the background? All right. Imagine a movie company said, yo, give me all your catalog. We want to be able to pull from your catalog to put in the background of scenes and shit like this. We got a thing where a kid is going to be watching battle rap and Denzel is going to bust into the room and whatever. They're going to pay them for that catalog. Well, if you negotiate something as to where, now they might just say, we ain't going to put those in there. So, we're going to put all the ones we got. But that's what leagues can do right now. So I think once battlers understand, and this go from a young age to OGs, if we understand how the ownership of this stuff work, like the leagues own stuff, a lot of people don't know, man, there's so many cameramen from battle rap that own the raw footage. They possess the raw footage.
I just recently found that out. There are tons of battles that are owned by cameramen in battle rap.
Yeah, you just get the league get the finishing touches unless you request your raw footage, which
is essentially your masters.
Yeah, which I did.
So why isn't there one of the biggest highlights for me? I've been watching battle rap for over a couple decades now, but I've only been involved in the business side of it for probably 4 years. And why aren't there financial advisors involved in helping people with these kinds of things?
It's not enough money.
But there's been We heard in one of the interviews that there was millions of dollars being passed around.
You think the people that get like 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a battle don't have nobody around them helping them?
No.
You think the who upped the $100,000 contract? Who up one?
What was it? Mook to put out a $200,000 contract?
You think he just looked at that shit by himself?
I think.
You think Murder Mook? You think anybody looked at almost $250,000 contract and didn't say, let me pay this lawyer this 700, this $450 an hour, this 700 an hour. Let me get his lawyer $1,500 to look at this and make sure I get what I need to get.
Now you're talking about the lawyers. Now I'm sure lawyers looked at things, but what I'm talking about is a financial advisor that taught these people how to manage that kind of money. I don't think that's happening.
But that's a different conversation.
But that's the most important conversation. If you're not getting money in perpetuity, then you need somebody to teach you how to flip this money that you're getting temporarily, or you end up in a rough situation once the money stops coming.
I think that's unfair to say.
Okay, explain.
How many people watch battle rap got a 9-to-5 job that they go to every day?
A lot. Now the fan base has kind of grown up.
How many of them do you believe are doing the right things with their fucking money?
Oh, not too many. Not too many. Because as a community, we're not taught money. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a common thing. That's deeper than battle rap. That's an actual issue.
Yeah, that's an us thing.
And battle rappers aren't making, like, the majority of battle rappers aren't making money where they need a financial advisor just in life, maybe just in general, but not because of like battle rap money, right? Like, this isn't saying that battlers aren't making money, but
there was a time period where millions of dollars were being exchanged at that. Like, I used to be homeless.
By who?
I used to be homeless, right? I'm talking about the caffeine era. But I used to be homeless. When I started getting real money, my first year getting real money, irresponsible, completely irresponsible. It took me a long time to learn how to even understand how money works. I had to take classes. I had to be, I was grateful that I was working for Black millionaires who were able to show me what I'm supposed to do. But not everybody gets that opportunity. And so if they're talking about caffeine giving out millions of dollars, at that time period, people definitely needed financial advisors to help them manage that. Anybody that gets a large sum of money at one time that they weren't used to getting, it's going to be difficult to manage.
Who was getting millions of dollars?
We just watched the Beasley interview with 3 Letterman, and he was saying that it was millions of dollars that got doled out to battle rap.
Yeah, to battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know who got some of the millions? Quest. But like, I got my portion of it. Like, ain't nobody get $1 million. Who got $1 million?
Oh, you saying who got a full $1 million
who made $1 million in the caffeine era?
I don't know, but they were definitely making thousandaires. Could we agree to that?
What's a thousandaire?
50, 100,000.
Okay, so check this.
Let's say 100,000. Let's say there was somebody that got 100,000 in caffeine money. Is that fair to say?
If you make 100 in a year, or in the time caffeine existed?
Let's say in a short period that caffeine existed, they made a couple 100,000.
Give me a number. Let's
say 200,000.
How many years?
Let's say in 2 years. 2 years, 200,000. This is hypothetical. I don't know.
No. So how long did caffeine go?
What was caffeine, like 3 years? 4 years?
We'll go 3.
Let's say 4 years. Let's say 4 years and 200,000.
200,000.
Yeah.
You understand that's $50,000 a year?
Yep. That's about almost $1,000 a week.
What's the poverty level?
Depends on what state you live in, but $50,000 a year is not bad.
So let me put you in California.
Oh, that's a whole different world.
Okay,
that's a whole different world.
I'll put you in Detroit.
Yeah.
$50,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shitting on nobody making $50,000 a year, because all money is good money. You could do what
100%.
you want.
100%.
How am I living off $50,000?
If you're just, are we talking just a single? It's a different world if you got kids and stuff like that.
No, through this year, I've done. I had to do some battles. I couldn't have just did one battle. So throughout this year, I done did. If I'm making, let's say I'm making 10 a battle, I done did 5 battles this year. I done made $10,000 every time I did these battles. I got rent, I got mortgage, I got whatever I got, man. $50,000 is not a lot of money. So of course, nobody's living off of this. So if we're talking about, yo, why didn't you get a financial advisor? It's for the same reason the nigga that's making $50,000 an hour, I mean, a year working at McDonald's ain't get a financial advisor.
Well, you can't make that working at McDonald's, I don't think. But
yeah, you can. $50,000 a year is less than is probably $20 an hour.
Right. No, I was working at before I got into contracting and started making money. I was working at Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Now I was making $52,000 a year as a front desk manager.
All right, so we saying $50,000 divided by the 52 weeks in a year.
So it's about $1,000 a week. So it's $2,000 every 2 weeks.
$961. If you work 40 hours at a job, 40 hours, that's the standard time at a job. You are making $24 an hour. Who do you know? Who do you know that's making $25 an hour?
You also got to include the streaming money, because when Caffeine was doing their thing, they were getting paid to stream. It was more than just a payout. Come on,
now we adding stuff. You just
because that was the reality of the situation.
You just said they made $50,000 in the year. I'm the person that made it off of battling. It could have been 40,000 off of battling and 10,000 off the stream. Whatever it is, $50,000 a year is $24 an hour working a 9-to-5 job. So to ask someone that's making
not a 9-to-5, because they were paying them as contractors. So that's a full clear. They're clearing that 50.
You're trying to make it about the particulars, and it's about the money.
All I'm saying is if you
listen to what I'm saying, you wouldn't tell a person that is making $25 an hour. You wouldn't, like, you may tell them they need a financial advisor, but you tell them, yo, you need to manage your money. But you would understand a lot better why somebody working at Kroger making $25 an hour, or working at the mail, whatever, making $25 an hour. You would understand your barber, your hairdresser. You would understand somebody making $25 an hour not having a financial advisor.
For sure. But let's be clear. There is a huge difference between working a 9-to-5 and making $50,000 an hour to being a contractor making $50,000 an hour.
I'm not talking about the job. I'm talking about the money.
I'm talking about the money too. Right. Hear what I'm saying? When you work a 9-to-5, it's taxed. When you work as a contractor, you're getting that money up front.
You're moving the goalposts.
I'm simply saying the difference between contracted and 9-to-5.
You're moving the goalposts in order to not understand what I'm saying.
No, I do understand what you're saying, but you're missing what I'm saying. Is that $50,000 in the 9-to-5 world is taxed. $50,000 in the contracting world is straight up money.
You think I'm missing that?
No, I'm saying, do you get what I'm saying?
It's not straight up money. We're having a conversation about battle rappers and financial awareness, and you're saying that they need to get a financial advisor, and you're not saying that they need to pay the taxes on the $50,000.
Both things can be true.
No,
both things can be true.
It's insane that you're saying that they need a financial advisor, and then in the same breath saying that the $50,000 isn't taxed.
No, I'm not saying it isn't taxed. I didn't say that.
Now, if we wanted to say what we could do, there's an act that just passed where you could write off up to $100,000 worth of expenses that costed you in the music business. It used to be like $1,500 or $1,000 or $5,000. Now it's $100,000. You can write off $100,000 of the shit you invest. So instead of letting them buy your fucking ticket, I don't care because I pay taxes other places. But for the battlers that do this straight up, instead of letting them buy your ticket, put it into your money and you buy your ticket and write that shit off at the end of the year, you'll have enough tickets and enough shit you done bought while you're traveling. You got all the shit that you buying, the shit that you eating, the shit that you battling in. Put your fucking logo, split your shit on your shit. So when you wear it and you got that shit on, you can write the shit off. Put Jonah on your hat. So you could wear 50 of them bitches and write off all the 100 that you got. Like, so those are things that
wait, don't rush past that. Don't rush past that. That's great advice that you're giving out. You're talking about when they book the battler.
Well, no, the person. Like, if this is like for the battler, because we were talking about taxes, so I just got into a tangent about shit you could write.
No, but that's good advice that you're giving. You're saying when they get booked.
Yeah.
When the battler gets booked, that they should not let the league pay for travel.
Pay for all your shit. Put it in pay, because you can write it off. They're writing it off. Like, anytime, like, yo, we're paying again. This is just business. Anytime,
but this is good. Understand, Quest. There's people who don't know what you're saying, so you're educating them right now.
So anytime a league is like, yo, we're paying for flights, we're paying for hotels, we're paying for travel to the venue, a legitimately, not like we said, not a bar league,
not the side leagues, okay,
but a legitimate league that's paying taxes, because the leagues are paying taxes, the big ones. They're writing that off. They got to. So you do it. Yo, no, it's cool. Just, you know what? You wanted 10 bands. You know what? Where we going? Where it's gonna be? You know what? Just send me 12, and I'll take care of all my shit.
That's a jewel right there.
Right when they send you the deposit, you go buy your ticket, you book your hotel, you can stay wherever you want, get whatever rental you want, do all that stuff, get an Airbnb instead. That's what we done did. Get an Airbnb instead. You and all your homies get a fucking mansion, do whatever you want to do, or what have you, and you write it off. But that's if you filing, taxes. And like you said, I understood why you said the 50 is tax free, because a lot of battlers probably don't, pay no taxes on that. But you, like, if you're 50 bands for a battle, you better pay that shit.
That's a fact. But no, I like that jewel that you just dropped. I definitely am gonna clip that up, because that's a very good jewel. Okay, so the original structure of battle rap was set up contracting style. You get your money, you complete the service, and you go home, right? And you're saying is take your lyrics, and you're saying register them with the publisher, ASCAP BMI, and that's a way that you can gain royalties from that in perpetuity. Is that correct?
Well, you could put your shit under your ASCAP and your BMI. What you get from it is going to be based on whatever you got going on. What I was saying, and you could clip this because this would be a clip. I was saying, I don't think battle rappers should get deposits. I think they should get advances that are recoupable. Whatever that advance is, you might get half of your advance before the battle, the other half of your advance after the battle. And once your shit is recouped, then y'all profit share together. Y'all profit share together once it's recouped, like flat, once it's recouped. As far as like participating in the royalties, I think that's the only fair way to participate in royalties. I don't think that these leagues should be like, nobody's made the money yet. They haven't sold it yet. But right now, what's on Netflix? The Breakfast Club, right? It ain't on YouTube no more. Shit, they only drop clips now, right?
Yeah.
So basically, if URL one day decides to say, yo, we're gonna take all of our catalog. If RBE says I want to take all of our catalog, if King of the Dot says I want to take all of our catalog, I had to say all three because I ain't want none of them mad at me because I fuck with all of them. If all of them get together and do a deal with Netflix to put all of battle rap on Netflix, right? All of they shit on Netflix. Nobody will get anything unless they got a negotiation. If they sell it for 100 million, like And they like, I'm not saying they don't deserve to prosper either. They invested, they had the vision. This is how battle rap got to where it is. I saw an interview where Beasley was like, yo, we had the deal. And I've been telling niggas that the whole time. Like when like, bro, the league owners, dog, we was just fucking rapping, bro. Like we were rapping, especially my group. Like we were rapping, trying to get a record deal. We wasn't even trying to actually. We just blew this shit up because this is what we was doing. And but it take innovators, just like it took Russell Simmons to get to DMX. Russell Simmons for us to get to Jay-Z. You know, it took that vision. So like, it's never taking nothing away and saying they don't deserve to have that. What I'm saying is the same way the music industry evolved, man. When rappers first started getting contracts, they weren't getting publishing, they weren't getting royalties, they weren't getting that stuff. That shit came, or just the music industry in general. Sometimes you just got paid for the record and that was it. And the label got everything else. And when you give us another record, you'll get another little check. Well, shit changed.
Yeah.
At some point, like, that should change in battle rap, but it's not like the leagues are the culprit. You just should ask. Like, why wouldn't you ask? Like, you decide, man, we the fans, we doing an event, man. Hitman Holla want $50,000. And you say, yo, man, I want 50. I know I usually get 200 or 100. I want 50. And you like, damn. He like, yeah, and I wanna receive royalties once you recoup all my bread. What you gonna say?
Say yes, because that's a very viable investment.
Now, if MC Murder, whoever you said his
name,
MPK come and say the same thing, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, get out of here.
And that's the problem. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know I said, yo, you get what you negotiate. But like, he hasn't done anything. Yo, what are we arguing about? How much money do you think you're gonna make off of MDK? Are you about to make $1 billion off of him? And if you do, wouldn't you want him to get paid too? Like, that's the crazy shit. Like, if I've never done anything and I'm a major league, I'm not talking about the little league, I'm talking about a major league. If I've never done anything and you're taking a risk on me, if your risk makes you $1 million because you took a risk on me, now I'm benefiting from a platform, exposure, all that, right? And I'm able to bring some bread in some other places, right? Why wouldn't you want to give me some of that million? Why wouldn't you?
That's real.
I'm gonna tell you the only reason I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say why, because I don't know how that works. One is really complicated. like it's really complicated. It's a fucking headache, right?
Yeah.
Now you counting up and breaking down crumbs between 5,000 people. It is crazy. It's a headache. Okay. It's a nightmare.
Oh, did we lose you? Uh-oh. Quest, you there? Damn, we was cooking with grease. That was getting crazy. Whew. I think we're gonna get him right back. Let's give it a second. I think he's coming right back. Let me just message him and tell him to cut out. That was crazy. That was hella information right there. I even appreciate him for doing that, because it's like a lot of people don't even want to share, you know what I'm saying, financial information like that. You always got to consider that a blessing. He's back. You're back. You can hear it?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you. All right.
Okay, so go ahead. Continue what you were saying.
Where were we?
You were thinking of explaining why it was so complicated to get MDK some bread too, and have to divide.
Yeah, man, you gotta divide that shit. Like, you're gonna have to divide. You're gonna have to like it's gonna be a headache. Like, that's one thing. It's way easier to figure out how we gonna split this shit 5 ways than 5,000 ways every single time. So that's one thing. And then, yo, I could be audited. You could literally just be like, yo, I want to see the books.
Okay, while you're talking about see the books, the major leagues, can you do that as a battler? Can you ask them to see the books? Will they disclose?
Absolutely not. Like, why? Unless we got a deal. Like, there was rumor that there were battle rappers. I don't know if it was Hitman, Averb, or whoever that received the benefit from whatever the pay-per-view sales did. Right. I want to see that. I want to see the report. I don't want you to tell me shit. I want to see the report. Just like I want to see
is that accessible information?
Yeah, I mean, who throw the pay-per-views?
The league. The one you're talking about. It's ARP.
Rap Grid usually hosts a bunch of pay-per-views, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, Rap Grid hosts the pay-per-view. Yes,
I'm 100% sure that Rap Grid has something they send out,
some kind of analytics. Yep.
About what happened, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can send that to me.
But are leagues willing?
If we got in our contract that I get paid off of the percentage of the pay-per-view,
then you have to share that information.
Me and you go into business, we're gonna just keep it at 50,000. I put 25K, you put 25K up. Me and you about to throw an event. I get with whoever and get the pay-per-view going, and everything come back. I'm like, yeah, man, the pay-per-view made $100,000. Aren't you gonna want to see?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how it went when I threw my event. When I sponsored OSBL versus Gates of the Garden, and I only asked for access to the pay-per-view. I released access to anything else just because I wanted to see how viable battle rap was. And yeah, Rap Grid sent us a full breakdown of all the pay-per-views purchased. But
everyone, and you see in the dope thing, because I've thrown events with pay-per-view and VOD with Rap Grid before, you get to see who you see the email, you see like so to me, and shout out to my man Ken Carter, rest in peace, man. I remember looking through my sheet, and my homie was he was on lockdown. He couldn't get out the crib. He had an ankle monitor, and every time I threw an event, I saw his email in there, and I just appreciate it, man. Rest in peace. Sorry.
That's God bless him.
Rest in peace too, man. Rest in peace, Chrissy.
Rest in peace, Chrissy. 100%. And free Geechee while we're here. I want to ask you. You dropped a jewel at the beginning of the conversation that I picked up on. You said the league's not booking you.
No, I'm just talking shit, man.
Okay, because I was gonna ask you, having all this financial information impeding on opportunities was gonna be my question.
Nah, man. Like I got other things going on, so like I never really battled a lot like that. Like it just people think I do because I be a shit. Last year,
we've seen more though in the last year and a half. We've seen a lot more.
Well, I got 2 kids, a daughter who I raised myself since she was 5, and a son.
Congratulations.
My daughter she's like a quarter away from her master's, and my son just started college.
Amazing. God bless the family.
I've had a little more time. You know what I'm saying? But there were times where I couldn't travel because of legal things. It's time shit. When I battled Head Ice, I wasn't supposed to leave the state. But
that's crazy.
But that's never been the thing. Like that's never been the thing. Nobody's like, yo, we're not fucking with Quest because he knows too much.
You gonna ask for too much? Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, if a battle makes sense, they book it. If it don't make sense, you know, but when it come down to like, they know damn well I better not never be the number 1 name in this bitch, because everybody gonna be getting the right shit in their shit by the time. Like, I'm not the only nigga that know this shit. Like, and that's why I've been yelling this shit. Like, if Saint, man, all the battlers know this shit.
How has the reception been to the information that you try to dish out?
They act like it's new when somebody else talk about it. They be like,
why?
Oh, I never thought about that. See, golly, I I could register my you know when I learned about registering shit that's on TV or
Yeah, tell me.
in 2001 I did a show that was on Showtime or 2002. It came on Showtime. Interscope Records produced it. Nestle was a part of this show. They picked like who they considered the top battlers in 5 different regions: Detroit, New York, Atlanta, Los Angeles, and Philly. And a caveat, the guy Spitfire, who actually ended up winning the whole thing, is Geechee's older cousin, and Geechee was at my battle in LA or whatever he told me about. And I don't know if you're familiar with Bodie James. He was at the Detroit one. But anyway,
yeah, I'm familiar. I know the name.
Yeah. So I was filming this show, and it was the first reality show for like battle rap, right? Interscope, Jimmy Iovine, and Paul Rosenberg, they put it together.
Fine.
And they would call you like when you were screening to be on the show, like they have producers screen you, they got you rapping on the phone, telling your life story. And they picked me and another MC from Detroit, and they picked 2 people from each state. And they put you with producers and showrunners and different people. Kevin Liles was involved. And I remember he said, he was like, man, make sure and this is Kevin Liles talking. He like, man, make sure. And at the time, I didn't know who the hell Kevin Liles was. I didn't know who Kevin Liles. I didn't know who Jimmy Iovine was. I just slapped his hand like, "What's up, man?" Crazy. I was pissed. I lost. I was like, man, they're like, Jimmy wants to meet you. What's up, man? I just lost.
That's crazy.
That nigga wrote your check, Quest.
Say more than 2 words.
All right, so anyway, man, he told me to make sure, like, when I'm on camera and if they ask me to rap, that I rap some shit that I already know, like before the battle part. Because back then it was just freestyling. But they was like, yo, perform some songs. And he told me what to do for ASCAP BMI. And then it was another producer that came to Detroit or whatever that was working on the show. And he told me, like, he walked me through it. I don't remember his name, but he walked me through it, through everything I had to do to register the songs that I was rapping on. And back then, you know, they're filming. They got big ass crew trucks and all this shit. So it take a while for this shit to come out. So you don't know what's gonna make the show. So we just start publishing everything that we were doing on the show. All the songs, if we did a verse, like sitting outside of the car. So these are performance, like you get performance royalties on that. And it's about establishing what the payments are, what mechanicals are, the difference between those, performance, all that shit. But it's knowledge that everybody got, like not everybody, but I'm saying like the names, they got it, they know. They may not care as much, you know. But if I'd love for battlers' children to be able to reap the benefits of their parents' raps.
100%.
And if a league owner can reap the benefits of my raps, I should be able to reap the benefits of my raps.
Agreed.
Now, that's gonna take some decision making, because the kickback is like, yo, Quest, then, you know, man, these battlers, they taking $40,000, they taking $50,000, they taking $10,000, they taking $5,000, and that's what they sell. That's what you sold. You sold your shit. That's what you did. You sold your shit. That's on you. If you like, and that's on us. If you don't care, like a lot of us don't care about the back end. Like a lot of us, like if you've never seen the back end of throwing a battle event that was successful, you'll never care. It's like how much money do Luka get paid? No, how much money do LeBron get paid per year? You watch basketball?
I do, but I got no clue what he get paid per year.
Can you find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found it right now.
You don't have to, but you can find it, right?
Yeah, it's available. The information's available.
You think that like Luka and LeBron know what each other make, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when Luka's agent is negotiating for Luka,
Mm-hmm.
he know where he ain't going, right? He know he going over LeBron nowadays because Luka is the new guy there, right?
52 mil is the answer to your question.
You were able to look that up.
Yep.
If I'm negotiating my person and I need a base to say, if I'm Luka and I need a base, I'm like, yo, well, shit, man, I believe I'm everything that LeBron was to the game when he got 53 million. I think that I'm just as good. Maybe not everything, but I feel like I'm just as good. So I should be getting paid around that. Right?
Yep.
If I negotiate something in my contract to get some royalties or whatever, and my contract say that I can't disclose that I negotiated royalty, or I can't disclose the inner workings of my contract, then nobody else knows. Nobody else knows. I mean, we could have these kind of conversations where we say, yo, man, when you go up and, you just know you can X, Y, and Z. But it takes some sacrifice, man. Like, and you would have to have somebody that understands like how YouTube videos are paid out, right? I saw Mike P, he had put something up about seeing somebody's pay per 1,000 on YouTube being like $100, he said.
Yeah, they're cost per minute, CPM. Yeah.
And there was another battle rapper that responded that was some bullshit. And I was looking at it like, I'm like, bro, that's like 25K a month. Like a million view battle, that's like 25K.
You'll make a killing.
Like, or some, let's do the math. Let's do the math right now. So we got 1 million views. Million views. Divide that by 1,000. Man, give me that.
Sheesh. Good money.
Give me that, dog. That's $10,000, dog. That's $10,000. That's $10,000 for something just being on YouTube. Now think about that. It's a battle right now. How much did it cost for JC and Chilla Jones battle? I'll tell you, $800, because that's what Chilla Jones paid for the fucking battle.
Jesus.
It got 1 million views, right? What's Arsenal and DNA? However much that costed, it's back. You done made it, right? So cool. If you're getting $100 for every 1,000 views you get on your fucking YouTube page, you are making a killing. You are making an absolute killing. And the cool thing, the reason, like back in the day, like YouTube changed like 2015. YouTube changed how they paid 2014, 15. They changed how they monetize stuff because they stopped giving money for stuff that's playing on YouTube that's got like violence, threats of violence, or vulgarities, or all the stuff that battle rap has. So leagues stopped making as much money. Smart people transition to other outlets to make money, rather it's pay-per-view or an app or VOD, like became more popular and things like that. Cause now it was like it wasn't as much money in getting this shit out right away while the hype is up, right? It was like we need to get some money on the way. So the only time you can make money is if you were getting money off somebody that had a Premier account, which is like if I'm a league, like I always understood why like URL put their shit on the app, because I'm like, what the fuck you mean you not gonna pay me? You still getting paid because my shit on here. The value of the site go up. They watch this battle for a fucking hour on your site 1 million times. That's 1 million hours on your fucking site. You got some benefit from it, but I don't get nothing. So I 100% understand like moving it behind a paywall, right?
That they can manage themselves and make all the money from. Yep.
Yeah. They changed that recently, so it's like a little looser. Pause. Now, so it's just changing. But that's why you see when you see like battle clips now or battle shorts on YouTube where they edit out the N word or they edit out. They're doing that so they could get the bread.
Well, let me ask you. You have all this wealth of information. Do you have plans on starting a podcast? Is there somewhere where people can go and get more of this kind of information from you? What's your plan on figuring out how to distribute the information?
I help whoever want to talk. Like, I'm not really like, I don't really have a social, like, I'm not a social media like guru. I don't know how to make shit pop like that. I don't be on it. Like, I be on social media for my entertainment.
But you have the information, Quest.
Not for y'all. Like, it's for my entertainment. But like, anybody could call me. Like, all these battlers. The battlers know I've talked to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
My peers, people younger than me, my elders in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it ain't hard to find me. Like, if somebody like you that do this and you want to do like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever, and we just have business, like, and bring more people into the mix and we just communicate. Cool. But everybody also think they know it all. Like, I had, and I may revisit, I may do this now.
Mm-hmm.
I have some contracts I got contracts from the 3 major leagues.
Okay.
I got mine. And well, one, I didn't rap on one of the leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I sat with an attorney from here and we just looked over them and I just asked her opinion. And she was an entertainment lawyer, and like she hated him in terms of like what it meant for the artist. Because let me see if I could find a conversation we were having, and I say some of the stuff we were talking about. Give me
wait. Save it. Is contract info? We can make it like a Financial Fridays thing, and we can do it like that. Save it for next episode. It's about contracts.
Yeah.
Okay, save it for the next time we meet up then.
All right.
Quest, I want to tell you something. You're a legend. People like you who are willing to share information that can only be gathered through experience are truly appreciated. Our people beyond battle rap, our people need that more than ever, never right now, because it's we're living in the time of misinformation. So you providing genuine information, that is priceless. That's an asset that our people need. So I appreciate you taking this time to talk with me. I'm circling back with you every Friday and we're going to talk. So next week we talking about contracts.
Word. I do want to, before we get out of here, can I say something?
Close us out.
QuestMcody.com, splityourshit.com. Get some shirts. Y'all can't even see on the camera so low. I want to make it 100% clear that, like, anything that you think ain't on point, look it up. Anything you think that's on point, look it up. If it's not on point, let me know or whatever, because I ain't no lawyer, right? If it's not on point, let me know. I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate your input into the culture. I think positive deposits into the culture is important. 100%. And they need to be a priority. So thanks for having this moment and this time with me.
God bless you, Quest. I'm going to see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.